Since the IJN began its attack on the IRN at Port Arthur, the 2nd and 3rd Pacific Squadron had made an incredible journey from the Baltic and Black Seas to come join up with the 1st Pacific Fleet in an attempt to overwhelm the IJN. However, by the time the 2nd and 3rd Pacific Squadrons had reached Nosy to Madagascar, Port Arthur had fallen. The new objective was to link up with the remaining war vessels at Vladivostok before challenging the IJN. The IRN would sail through Tsushima Strait to get to Vladivostok. Admiral Togo, based in Masan, waited for the IRN to approach. The IRN, as a result of its 18,000-mile journey, was in poor condition for battle. The lack of opportunity for maintenance significantly reduced the speed of their warships. The IRN at this point was capable of 14 knots in short bursts, while the IJN could sustain 15 knots. The IRN consisted of 11 battleships, 9 cruisers, 9 destroyers, under the overall command of Vice Admiral Zinovy Rozhestvensky. The combined IJN consisted of 5 battleships, 23 cruisers, 20 destroyers, and 16 torpedo boats under the overall command of Admiral Heihachiro Togo. On May the 26th, the IRN attempted to slip through the strait without being noticed under a heavy night fog. However, during the night, one of their hospital ships had their lights on, and the IJN cruiser Shinano Maru saw it while patrolling the strait. This led the Shinano Maru to discover the IRN fleet, and it sent out a wireless telegram message to Admiral Togo, who promptly prepared the IJN for battle. The IJN put out to sea, hunting the IRN while coordinating using wireless telegrams through poor weather conditions. At 1:40 p.m. on May the 27th, both fleets saw each other, and at 1:55 p.m. Togo hoisted the Z flag, issuing the predetermined announcement to the entire IJN Navy that the fate of the Empire was depending on this battle. The IJN intercepted the IRN and chased parallel to them, trying to maneuver around the IRN to cross their T, as the IRN opened fire, concentrating on the leading flagship Mikasa. Mikasa was hit over 30 times during this, but by 2:45 p.m., the IJN had successfully crossed the IRN's T. The IRN could only move at burst speeds of 14 knots, which allowed the faster IJN pushing 50 knots to successfully cross their T with ease. Now having crossed the T, the IJN opened fire using all broadside guns, as the IRN could only reply with their forward turrets. Shells poured over the IRN, tearing superstructures apart, ripping open steel plates, and sending fragments all over the decks, piling up the dead and dismembered across them. In 90 minutes, the leading IRN battleship Oselibia was the first to sink, and this was also the first modern armored warship to be sunk by gunfire alone in history. This battle effectively ended the war, completely humiliating Russia and shocked the entire world.